Everybody has a podcast.
What's up? Welcome in. Everybody has a podcast. 9:33 in the place to be. God damn. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Happy New Year to everyone. I think last show it was 2025. So here we are in the new year. Man. How was y'all's New Year? Mine was pretty good, except for Bama losing like some fucks.
Hey, Wiggy, take out the trash.
Man, a harsh loss. Was actually just finishing some picks, man. Even out of 4 picks that we had last week.
Bro, what's up with your volume? Low, man.
Am I low?
Yeah, I can't barely hear you.
Let me turn it up a little bit. Can you hear me now? Better, worse.
Oh, man, you're like really low volume right now.
Really low, huh? All right, let's see. 1 second. Better, worse.
The same.
God damn Podbean.
Are you on the phone or are you on the computer? Hello. I think we lost Jay Wiggy. Oh. Jay Wiggy. Where you go? Meow. Damn, we're having some technical issues. Heinrich left. All right, well, fuck it. Here we go. I hope all y'all's doing good. Jay Wiggy's going to try to get his shit fixed. I don't know what's going on. He was having some technical issues. We're going to roll on with the show. Happy New Year. Yeah, we got the FCS championship going down right now, and it's not a bad game. Let's see. 28-28 in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes to go. That's Illinois State and Montana State there. So, yep. You know, usually it's North Dakota. There's South Dakota State, North Dakota State, one of those. That's always in the FCS championship for some reason. I'm not sure, but not this year, baby. Montana State, Illinois State. Wiggy.
Can you hear me now?
That is better. What the fuck was going on with your shit?
You know what? Every time Podbean has some type of update, it fucks up at least a little bit, and then it gets back to normal after a bit. I don't know what it is. I knew that shit was going to happen. I saw an update earlier, and maybe it's just the system evening itself out. What didn't even out was our picks last week. Yeah, they were all shit. And the college ball. Still finishing up the NFL ones as we speak, but man, we're back to the normal grind. Holiday season is over. New year, new me, new you. How is your new year starting off?
Not too bad. It's all right. Nothing too eventful.
Yeah.
Shit, Bama game we watched. But other than that, man, glad to see you and,
Yeah.
you know, the wife and the kid. And, man, everything's cool. Gotta get it going for the new year. How was yours?
Yeah, man, it was good. We chilled. We went to, the night before we went and had dinner at a nice steak restaurant. Obviously, New Year's Day, watching some football. Yeah, it wasn't good, man. Now, that second game, that Georgia Ole Miss game was a classic. That was fun.
That was a great game.
That was legendarily good. So I'm glad we got to watch that, man. That's my favorite kind of way to ring in the new year, man. Just sitting there chilling, watching sports with your homeboy, kicking it, relaxed. Everybody needs that. We got it. It's been a good football season. I feel like we've done more with our friend group this year. You and I have gotten out a pretty good bit. We need to keep that trend going onward and upward. We even broke some ground on some possible outside business ventures, which was good. We looked at a couple of places we were thinking about. It's a good start. We're going to keep that momentum going into 2026. And yeah, did Heinrich leave? I thought he was dialing in.
He is trying to, man, but I'm not putting him on in the middle of all this shit we got going on. I mean, I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do.
Yeah, I'd kind of thought that was
You might be like that idiot Mr. Enigma or whatever. Fuck, man, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
up the show and shit.
We need to, we can restructure some designated call-in hours, and maybe that's what we should say. Have them stick around, and maybe we'll have a period where they get a minute to ask or talk or say whatever the hell they want. But we don't need another co-host. We got me and you. That's perfect.
True that, my friend.
Well, cool, man. I'm glad you had a great New Year's. Are you back at work, normal grind?
Yeah, as of today, now they changed some things, so we don't kind of know what's going on with some stuff, but it's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me like when we first started the program 10 years ago.
Okay.
And we had no idea what the fuck was going on. We're just going to stores and not doing anything. Just walking around. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And so, it's kind of fun, man. I don't, whatever.
Ignorance is bliss. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Just when you don't know what you're doing, and I enjoy it, man. Really.
I don't get mad at it, man. Life is all about how you handle situations. And, like, because shit's just going to happen. That's life. You're going to have shit. And, like, it's all about how you handle it. You're going to lose your fucking cool about dumb shit, or are you just going to be like, well, I can't control it, man, It is what it is. In this instance, though, it's, there would be no reason, really. I don't know why you would get mad at that. I'm like, hey, man, give me my check. I'm good. I'm all good, man. I'll sit around here and whatever the fuck y'all want to do. I don't care. It's a different kind of dynamic, though, man, when what I do than something that, that you're in a place where someone's watching you all the time, or you're in direct contact with your supervisor. It's not like that, like, at all. You're kind of the same way. You just don't visit stores, but you're still remote. So
yeah, I mean, I used to do site visits on my inspections, things like that. I love not having someone watching over me. I miss the old. We've talked about it. The old office dynamic, though. I miss being around people. That's
Yeah, the
tough.
Office fam was kind of cool. But yeah,
Yeah, and it'd be so hard to go back to something like that nowadays, man. Because I've been out and on my own for so long, I don't know if I could. But it would be different if you actually worked with people you like. That's where I'm jealous of a lot of people, man. They take it for granted. If you actually work with one of your homeboys or a good work homeboy, dude, that's the life. If you have somebody you look forward to clowning with at work every day, grabbing lunch together, going to the holiday party together.
I mean,
That
it was just us, the whole crew. I mean, you had girls in there, guys in there,
Yeah.
and it was fun, little puss, and that was the cool part of it, man. Going out and drinking Applebee's fucking dollar drafts when they had the shit busting on Sundays. We were up
Oh,
in that bitch.
yeah.
Sriracha shrimp was fucking crazy. Uh, yeah, man, I kind of miss those days, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So did you get on any fart night?
Man, I've been on a hiatus. I don't know why after the Simpsons edition, I have not really been feeling it as much. They did a couple of revamps, so I haven't. I miss it a little bit. Um I really didn't play that much at all since I last saw you over here. I got on and played a little Madden yesterday for like 30 minutes, and that was it. I'm a little disappointed in myself, but we spoke this weekend. You said you were going to get down on some gaming. Did you? And if so, how did it go?
I down on the Final Fantasy II digital pixel remix, and it's good.
Hell
It's
yeah.
fun. The only thing is I'm noticing little things about like the original FF2 and then this remix. That like where FF2 the original just kind of beats it, and I don't know if it's a nostalgia factor, but it's kind of like little things like the original FF2 on the SNES when you play it and you're battling the whatever adversaries. When you kill them, they have this cool way that they die. Right? It's like this
Right.
weird purple. I don't even know, man. It's weird. But then, like on the remix, it's not the same. Like it's not as cool. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't know. Certain little things like that, but it's still fun, man. I'll get down on it after we get done with the show probably tonight.
Hell yeah, man.
So man, you should check it out, man.
I
The
need
better
to.
version is the sweet, but you should get down on FF2. I don't know if you like the simulated battle, or you probably seem like you like the real action in the game type thing. But
I remember that because you simulate, and I can't remember how Final Fantasy went, but I remember some of them you either have a different scale of points or you can pick which attack you're going to do, and then it simulates it for you, right?
yeah, it does. You're not like actually doing it.
It's kind of cool though. I kind of like that. I have no issue with that.
You should definitely check it out, man. I build up my levels a lot before I go to do shit, so I'll just sit there and fight a bunch of people and I just like level up like a fucking nerd for hours until like I'm fucking gonna kick the game's ass. But definitely fun.
Cool.
So check it out, man. That's one you can get into. I know you don't have a Switch. My suggestion would, I don't know, since you just have the Xbox, man, just roll with that. But the Switch version, I think, is because it has the port over from the original SNES, and there are differences. But nothing beats FF2 SNES, the original. Just everything, soundtrack, even for back then, it's so cool, and just the whole gameplay, man. That game had me for hours. So I'll never forget FF2. Anyway,
Good nostalgia, man. Really good.
it's good, yeah. Just a fucking great game. I know we were talking about a little bit about fragrances the last show. You got the very sexy going on.
I do. Yeah, it's
That's a bit dated.
Yeah, I've had it
Do
actually.
they even make that anymore?
Probably not. I don't wear cologne every day.
Right.
So-
You gotta. I understand. You're in the house and stuff.
Yeah, I bought two. All right, excuse me. I got two bottles gifted to me years ago, and so one's
Man, you've been chilling.
yeah, one's probably getting lower, but I only hit a little spritz or so. Keep it light.
I've been getting into the fragrances lately, man. It's kind of
Okay.
like a new little hobby with me, man. We need to get you hooked up. You need to update your fragrances a little bit, man. And I have some suggestions here.
Hey, I like it.
So I think you need to have an everyday driver, even though you don't use it every day. We'll say daily driver. Daily driver, right? And this doesn't have to be expensive. We don't want you going out and spending a bunch of money because that's unnecessary. But as far as the fragrance game, say you got a daily driver, all right, and you got your date night,
Ooh.
right, and then you got a special naked booty time.
Ooh.
And what did I say? Daily driver, date night, naked booty time. Okay, summer fragrance, possibly a winter. Now, like I said, that's what 4, 5, 6. That's not too bad, and you don't have to get expensive, and you don't even have to do that many. I'm just saying, let's just some options out there right now. My personal collection, I do have. Let's see, Jean Paul Gaultier original, Imagination Louis Vuitton, which is my personal favorite right now. It's so soapy and fresh. I love those soapy, freshy fragrances.
Sounds good.
That's what matches with me, man. Are you more of a freshy guy, or do you like the woodsy, musky?
I was silly growing up because I thought the woodsy, musky was a good smell, and some of them are, man. My first cologne I ever got, because I think my granddad wore it, was Stetson, old school Stetson,
Okay.
man, and I loved it, dude. I thought it was very, it smelled good. I still like it. It's definitely like a manly, musky kind of cologne, but yeah, I think I've migrated over to more of a lighter, fresh scent, if that makes sense. I don't have a great nose palette, but something more light than bold would
Yeah.
be my go-to, if that makes sense.
So a freshie. You like the freshie.
I think so.
All right. So what I say? JPG, Imagination, Louis Vuitton, Creed Aventus, Prada L'Homme. That one, it's way too strong. It's soapy, freshy, but it's like too much. That was a blind buy. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that one. But you lose some, you win some. What else? Oh yeah, I have the dupe. Another thing, man, you can get dupes, man, that are damn near the same for way cheaper. Don't go out and spend no fucking, hundreds on a fucking fragrance. What I say? If it is JPG, Prada L'Homme. I got this weird one. It's a Louis Meteor knockoff dupe. That was like $30 because Meteor is like, like the rest of them. 3.5 is going to run you $350, and if you want a 6.4, it's $5. So that's crazy time, man. So I did get the knockoff of Louis Meteor. Don't like it as much because it's more of a Chrome Azzaro feel. If you ever know Chrome Azzaro, it's fresh, but it has this sharp fucking. Got a sharp.
I know what you're saying. That's a great word for it, but it kind of hits you like, whoo.
Yeah, like it's not, and it's on the back end. I don't like it. I like the fresh, but I don't like that sharp fucking whatever that is. I'm not sure if it's Vivier or Tonka Bean. I don't know. I don't like it. But other than that, man, it's good. I just can't. It's just that part of it that just it doesn't vibe with me. And I do have Dunhill, which is old. That's not really in the rotation. And I have LeBeau, which something about that I don't like. The opening's good, but then the dry down is not good. So, well, that being said, probably going to get Creed Virgin Island water for a summer. Maybe Pacific Chill, maybe a knockoff because I don't want to spend $300 on I will spend $300 on Imagination is different, but I did get a dupe of that at $29 that I'm going to try out. I got on order. And Guerlain, I got a sample of L'Herbes Treblunt. L'Herbes Treblunt. Treblunt. That's a Guerlain. That's expensive as fuck. But I just got a tester of that one because we'll see what it smells like first. But I'm not going to get too crazy. Well, I'm not going to get too crazy, man. Some of these guys got hundreds of bottles, man. I just want a good mini collection, man. A good little assortment. You know what I'm saying? Get like summer fragrances, a little daily driver, special occasion, cold weather, naked booty time. And that's really all you need in your repertoire, I think of, man. You got to go too crazy. Maybe max, maybe 10, 15 maybe. And that's still a little bit crazy, but you know what I mean? Some of these fuckers, man, I see on the interwebs, they got hundreds of bottles now. They're doing content stuff, and I get that, but there's guys out like there that kind of overdo it too. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
got to get my fragrance game up.
Have you ever gone to, or recently, do you ever go to an actual fragrance counter in one of the big box stores? Or
I actually went to Louis this past weekend because I got an empty Imagination bottle, and they actually refill them for half price.
Really?
Yeah, so you can I take my bottle and get it refilled at half price for $175
God
for a
dang.
3.5. So that's
Whew.
better than $350, but it's not exactly what you call a deal. So that's why I did get the dupe, the clone of Imagination, because I don't want to keep spending that kind of money. But I probably will refill it one time, and
I
then
mean, yeah, still though, that's
But Imagination is so fucking good because you can just keep spraying it. It's one of those, or it's not gonna kill somebody. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna fill up a room like that Baccarat Red or Baccarat whatever they all talk about. That shit stinks. You sound like a fucking old church lady. I don't know why people love that fucking shit. It's nasty, and that shit's about $450 for a 3.5. And I'm like, nah, man, that's fucking stupid. That's fucking dumb. But the Imagination, you can spray it a lot, and it's not bad. So
yeah,
I like it.
I think that cologne is underrated, and it's something I needed to probably invest more into. Now I know back in the day, I wore a couple of different ones. I tried some. I got a lot of samplers from the. I used to do the cheap poor guy cologne because I was a very cheap and poor guy. When you're poor, you got to be cheap. And we would go. You probably remember doing this at least once or twice. I know M. Wiggy and I did it, and maybe even Jarvis. But before we went out that night, we would go get the to like the gallery of the mall, the fragrance desk, talk to ladies, try to flirt with those old blondes up there, still trying to collect some checks, and get the little sample stick, and you talk to them stuff. Just take that sample pad, spray it, then put it in your pocket and stuff like that. Have them put a little on you, try it out, then go out. Such a cheap ass way to get some cologne before you went out to the club.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Cool thing about nowadays, you can actually get a little travel mill on the internet if you see one. Like, I think I did that with a Ventus because it was about a $400 bottle, and
Sheesh.
I got the testy, and I was like, that's pretty good. Now, it's not one that I would wear every day, but it's one that's like one that like you got like a special occasion maybe.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got your special occasion fragrance, daily driver, date night, cold winter, and then summer and naked booty time. Yeah, I think you'll be straight. But man, there's several good ones out there, man. Like
Nothing wrong with a good fragrance. Everybody needs one.
yeah, man, I got to get you hooked up, man. I think trying to think of, I don't know, man. I think you'd like Creed of Ventus, but I don't know. That's kind of like overplayed. Ventus Absolute, pretty good. That's kind of overplayed. I don't know. You have to do some discovery out there. There's a lot of good Calagnos out there. Man, I think Calagnes. I know our boy's been waiting here.
I like Draker Noir, yeah.
Draker Noir, man. I don't know, is that any good or not? It's one of the cheap ass ones. Draker Noir. It's like $10 for a fucking 10 ounce or some shit. Oh.
Hey, baby likes it. Smells pretty good.
I don't know, man. That's some cheap shit. Or break out in a fucking rash. How you doing, Wiz?
Everything's everything, y'all.
Yeah, that's usually what I say. Oh, baby. I will say, I did have sex with a girl this weekend.
Oh, did you wear your Kawanye for naked booty time?
I don't have a good naked booty time yet. Mostly freshies, but she was so ugly, and she threw a boomerang, and it did not come back.
Oh, shit.
Shake it, baby, shake it, baby, shake it, baby. Oh, man. Let's see. I know we had a bit of a game going on in OT right now, the FCS Championship, 34-28 Illinois State. Usually this is the fucking championship. It's always North Dakota State, usually.
It almost always is. They've got a hell of a program.
Yeah. Well, not this year. Looking like Illinois State is on top right now, but we'll see. This is a good game. So, lots of football action going on this past weekend. Of course, we were talking about Bama, and they suck. Is Ty coming back next year?
It's a good question, man. He's eligible to. He totally could. I don't think it makes sense for him if I'm in his position, man.
Is he a first rounder?
No, I don't think so.
I would say if he's a first rounder, go. But
You know what? I should take that back. I'm going to confidently say if he put up some impressive numbers at the combine, potentially. I think it'd be a late first rounder for sure. But here's the thing: I think he has the capability to do it, man. When he's on and he has blocks, he's really good. He battled injuries. I think he tried to suppress a lot of those and didn't let that out, and that's just being a tough quarterback. But man, Alabama I saw today, since they started keeping track of single season rushing stats. I could be wrong. This is strictly off memory. Since 1946, 1946, man, that's that's 80 years ago. This was their lowest rushing season.
yeah, what's up with that? Is that Ryan Grubb or?
It's hard to say because this was not a bad season. Now, by Alabama standards, people can be disappointed. Whatever. I'm not one of those fans. I think it's growth. But you won 11 games. You got to the playoff. You won the Iron Bowl. Got to the SEC championship. You got embarrassed in a couple of games, but an 11-win season, man, is still huge. You had a hell of a streak there. There's a lot of injuries, so I don't think it was all Grubb. I think his offense will be good. I don't think we had a great offensive line. I think some of those guys were really overrated. Caden Proctor. I think he's fantastic. Straight on, I think he's kind of one-dimensional. I think he'll be great at the next level I think a lot of these guys will be. I shouldn't, pick on him solely, but there were some other ones, man. I don't think there was a premier running back either. That being said, man, they put a lot of weight on Simpson's shoulders this season, and I think he bent up until he broke, and you can't have him take that many sacks running for his life all the time. I think it was more offensive line than Grubb scheme, man. I mean, go back and look at some of those plays, man. There were so many drop passes this season that was unheard of. He hit him in the hands. Bernard even dropped some key passes, but Ryan Williams was just really off. Sophomore blues, whatever the hell they want to call it. Running game wasn't good. I think if Bama had a running back, either a better offensive lineman with a shit running back or a premier running back, even with the shit offensive line, man, I think they win one or two more games.
Yep.
I don't think you can blame it on Ty Simpson. That's a long way of saying that. I think the guys behind him will be better. I think they'll be a better fit for the offense DeBoer and Grubb want to run. But I think Simpson did a hell of a job, man. If I'm him, God, you can make just about as much in college nowadays as you can in the NFL. So, what's the hurry? But if I'm him, man, I'm taking it to the next level.
What do you think his NIL was this year?
God, I can't remember. For some reason, this is just word diarrhea. I thought I heard 2 million, give or take, but
Damn,
I could be completely off on that. I could be making that up.
it doesn't seem unrealistic.
I mean, it's definitely 1 million bottom. I would say 1 million floor, 2 million ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than I'm making, so.
That's some good money there.
Yeah.
Get it while you can get it, baby.
He's getting it, yeah.
Oh, buddy. College football is coming to an end. That's sucky. But we still got, I don't know if this is, I don't know if there's any other straggler bowl games. Is that over?
I think so.
Season's over.
We've got playoffs this week, so we're going to have
Thursday and Friday, right?
Yeah, the worst fucking possible. I don't get it, but okay. Yeah. Thursday and Friday. Friday's nice, but Thursday and Friday are much better than the Monday national championship.
Yeah, that's odd.
I hate that shit.
I need to do that scheduling better, man. That on a weekend. I don't know. At least a Friday.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
of Monday. Weird.
Hell, dude, let them do it on a damn Saturday. Like they finished the season. I saw that Dan Lanning had some proposals for the college football season. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
On how to improve the playoff and the off season. Let me see what he said. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it says why Dan Lanning's proposed playoff schedule makes sense. So, in short, Dan Lanning, coach of the Oregon Ducks. I was continuing to add words to see if I could make it in time, and I still haven't found it. So, here's what he said. Okay, here it is. Every playoff game should be played every single weekend until you finish the season, Lanning said before the Orange Bowl. Even if it means we start week 0 or you eliminate a bye, the season ends January 1st, then the portal opens, then coaches have time to move on to their next opportunity. This is actually the whole article. What he was saying is they should start the season 1 week earlier, right? So season would start third weekend of August, I'm guessing, for everybody, not 0 week, anything like that. You play all your games, you play your bowl games, and the bowl season, last bowl, national championship, ends January 1st, no matter what. Nothing after January 1st. After January 1st, the transfer portal opens and coaches' contracts open. I think that's fair, man. I think that's a good start to change some things.
I think that's good too, and bring back the sitting out a year if you transfer, because shit's going crazy. Why don't they bring that fucking back?
Yeah, somebody else had suggested, and I agree with this. You get one free transfer where you don't have to sit a year, and then beyond that, if you transfer again, you have to sit a year. I think one transfer is fine, man, because I think you can kind of see the writing on the wall. Let's say, I go to Alabama and I'm a quarterback, and I'm second my freshman year. I think I'm gonna move up. Well, then they get some 5-star who's just badass. He kills me, and I'm third my sophomore year. Now I see the writing on the wall. They're investing in these two guys. Do I want to ride the pine forever? No. I'm going to transfer to a program that's better fits me, which in my case would probably be Delaware Tech A&M. So go start for them, and realize my expectations. Now, if I transfer one more time, yeah, dude, I think you should have to sit a season. I think everybody should get the one. I think transferring is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think the wild west of transferring, where it's just unlimited transfers. I mean, TJ fucking Finley, for example, did they approve his 7th transfer?
I haven't heard anything.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous. He has been at LSU, Auburn, Texas State, Western Kentucky, Tulane, and Georgia State. And he did enter the transfer portal in December of 2025.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like I'm like, get a job, man. But I mean, if you can still get NIL, man, I mean, he's not going pro. We know that.
No.
At least not in the NFL. Maybe arena league or, some kind of indoor football league, maybe. I don't even know if he's good enough for UFL, to be honest.
No, I can't, because he went from LSU. He started and played shitty, so they didn't take him as much. He went to Auburn because, of course, Auburn loves sloppy seconds. Transferred, then he redshirted. Went to Texas State. Did really good, which doesn't make sense because he had a breakout season, over 3,400 yards passing. Then he fucking transfers to Western Kentucky. Like, dude, you were doing good at Texas State. To me, I don't see the upside of going to Western Kentucky. You're going to, say, Georgia or something. I could see that. I don't get that. Then he got an injury at Western Kentucky. Then he went from Western Kentucky to Tulane, where he was left after an incident involving a stolen vehicle. So same year, this past season, he went to Georgia State. He played 7 games. He was 1-6. So, yeah, the grass isn't always greener, man. I mean, you can't learn a system or develop into the player that system wants you to be if you're leaving every fucking year. And also, man, if you had a breakout season with 3,400 yards passing, man, that's pretty damn badass.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Why leave that program unless it's, upward and onward? Western Kentucky, Tulane, and Georgia State, that's not great. I know Texas State is not a great program, but if you're setting records there, man, dude, you know how much them Texas State boosters probably have over there?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking idiot.
I thought he was going to be a stud in LSU, but he just flamed out.
And he could, he may could have been, man, if he would have just stuck around. I'm not saying if it's a bad fit, and maybe it was with Brian Kelly and all of that, maybe that just wasn't the jam. Well, you tried for Auburn and you transferred for more playing time. Okay, I get it now. Maybe you're in the SEC and that doesn't fit your ability. Well, Texas State, dude, you were killing it. Why leave?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's looking for more money somehow, or I don't know. I do not know. I don't know all these specifics, so could be something else there. I know that goddamn Kurt Cincinnati boy. What the fuck? Where do they come from?
He whooped
Saban
Alabama
disciple.
ass. Yeah.
Kurt Cincinnati. I love him because he's kind of like he's not fiery like Nick, but he's got this deadpan, fucking sarcastic look about him that I like. I like him. I like him. And he's got a cool fucking nickname, Sig. Man, that's
Sig.
cool.
I want a name like Sig.
Fuck. Yeah, dude. He's awesome. I don't know, man. I never heard of this dude. But evidently he was wide receivers coach at Alabama for a little while or something.
Yeah. He said he learned more in the months. Yeah, he learned more at Alabama under Saban in a season than he did in 27 seasons prior. So I like him, man. I hate Bama got their asses handed to them, and boy, did they. But, I mean, he deserves every second, every bit of credit. He's got, man. I mean, what a show. I mean, and what a disciplined team, man. They did not make a mistake that whole game. Not a single mistake.
Yeah, that's true, man. So we'll see if they take the whole thing, man. Is that who you predicting is going to win it all?
If they play like that, yeah. I mean, I think so. I mean, Bama's such a hard barometer to gauge. They can be the toughest team in the country, and they can be the worst team in the country simultaneously. So I don't trust my barometer of Bama this season. But you've got Oregon, Ole Miss, Indiana. Who's our last contestant in there?
Miami. Did you say Miami?
Yeah, Miami. I forgot. I thought I said them. No, Miami, Oregon, Ole Miss, and Indiana. I mean, out of those teams, I like Indiana the most. I think they're the most disciplined. Oregon hasn't really impressed me. They've already lost to Indiana. Granted, that was a close game or closer, but I feel like if you can beat them once, you can beat them again. Ole Miss is kind of in that Alabama category for me. I think they're fantastic, but there was a lot of luck on their side in that Georgia game. They played great, man, but it was close. So nothing against Georgia, but yeah, I would say Indiana and Oregon are going to win it. I don't think Miami or Ole Miss will. I wouldn't mind seeing Ole Miss do it though.
Definitely will be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out, folks. See Lane Kiffin looking like a goddamn idiot. Well, man, that's him. That's Kiffin. I don't think he's an idiot. I think he's just Lane, man. That's Lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what he does. So
he did the do.
We'll see how his shit goes as well. But in the meantime, let's get into the news. Oh, baby. We got some weird stuff. Got some video game news, man. Some, what else? Some other shit. Let's start off with some AI shit. AI-generated police report states Utah officer was turned into a frog. This one's by Ben Hooper. The Utah Police Department's use of artificial intelligence led to the police report stating falsely that an officer had been transformed into a frog. The Heber City Police Department started using a pair of AI programs, Draft 1 and Code 4, to automatically generate police reports from body camera footage in December. Interesting. A report generated by the Draft 1 program mistakenly reported that an officer had been turned into a frog. Quote, the body cam software and AI report writing software picked up on the movie that was playing in the background, which happened to be The Princess and the Frog. Sergeant Rick Keel told Fox 13, that's when we learned the importance of correcting these AI-generated reports. Keel said the department will continue using the AI programs, but with more oversight. I'm saving myself about 6 to 8 hours weekly now, Keel said. I'm not the most tech-savvy person, so it is very user-friendly. Draft 1 was released in 2024 by Axon, the same company that produces the Taser gun or Taser stun gun. The program uses OpenAI's ChatGPT-4 to transcribe body camera footage. Kind of an interesting idea, but yeah, damn. Picked up a TV image there and put it in there. That's interesting. Well, I guess that's not such a bad thing, but there could be instances where, that could be not good.
Yeah,
baby.
Could cause some confusion.
I know we were talking about doing new kind of things or this year, doing new shit, getting into new things. What do you think about the polar bear dip?
I may actually have an opportunity to. I cannot speak tonight. I may have an opportunity to do that for Christmas. I did get an ice bath. So
Ice bath.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about a slightly more people involved. Nearly 5,000 attempt the polar bear dip world record in Washington. This is by Ben Hooper, and there's video online. A Washington city may have broken a Guinness World Record by gathering nearly 5,000 people to take a polar bear dip into frigid water at the same time. The Birch Bay Chamber of Commerce, Blaine Birch Bay Park Recreation District 2, and Bellingham Wadham County Tourism teamed up to organize an attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the largest polar bear dip. The record stood at 2,461 participants when the attempt was announced, but was broken December 13th in Solo, Norway, when 3,134 people took to a cold water plunge. The Thursday attempt in Birch Bay had 6,213 registered participants, of which 4,917 were officially counted going into the water by Pacific Multisports. Guinness World Record adjudicator Brittany Dunn said the record-keeping organization is still reviewing the official numbers as there were some issues during the count. Quote, I was supposed to have the number before we started, but the people entered the village without being counted officially over the scanner. Dunn told the Bellingham Herald, eventually we'll have a number, but it won't be totally accurate for the number of bibs that were given out because not everyone was successfully scanned. The record required all participants to be clad in only swimsuits and shoes, with no wetsuits or cold weather gear allowed. They had to spend at least 6 minutes in the water to qualify. Well, there you go. I wonder if they do this kind of shit every year, I guess, probably.
I think so. A lot of cold places seem to do the cold water plunge. I think there's something up in Michigan where they do it in one of the Great Lakes or some shit. I remember seeing it as a kid. Seems like it was around this time of year, going back to school, watching on the local news, and they're like, basically saying, Alabama reporters, oh, look at these dumb fucks up here doing this. But hey, man, I maybe they were onto something, because now that's the health craze. Hey, I'm proof of that.
So have you been doing cold plunges every day, or what are you supposed to? How does that go?
Haven't started it yet. Haven't tried it yet. So
You got a tub though? Is that what you said?
Got a tub. I got it for, you still got to go out there and fill it up with water and put some ice in it, like an ice bath. I've got a buddy that does it. He was actually at the Christmas dinner this year, and he swears
Which
by
one was that?
He was he had the mustache, skinnier guy, more of the accountant's friends. He was wearing a toboggan and a white t-shirt.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you might recognize him from the
photo.
Is
he fat?
No, skinny, kind of shorter than I am. He does BJJ as well.
Okay.
And but yeah, he's 45, man, looks great, but he swears by the
I think I know what you're talking about. I had the Scully and the slight beard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool dude, man. But he
seemed all right. Kind of skaterish looking.
Yeah, he is, and it's kind of funny because he's a big wrestling guy, actually, like college wrestling, stuff like that.
And those fuckers are tough, man.
He's a tough old bird, man. He's apparently, I've only known him since jiu-jitsu years ago, and we became pretty good friends, but I didn't realize he actually knew the accountant and the contractor because they all went to school together and grew up and shit. But he swears by the ice baths, man. I mean, for 45, he's still moving good and doing it right, so he might be onto something.
It's just supposed to make you feel better and be more loose or something? What's the objective here?
There's some science about the response, like the cold, like how your body responds to the stimulation. They say, muscle recovery, the soreness, but apparently, when you get in there and your body sends out some type of signal like, help, this sucks. And it helps constrict those blood vessels, reduce your swelling. I'm reading all the benefits that I've got on mine, but um, that's what I've heard. It activates the fight or flight response, and then after it does that, it relaxes you because it's like, holy shit, this motherfucker's not getting out of this cold ass water.
Okay.
Let's
That's
try it.
kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Granddaddy died in a double wide ice in it.
Lord. Oh, God.
Baby. You're a big Red Dead Redemption. Do you still play that ever?
You know what? Nah, a couple weeks ago I pulled it out just for a little bit. Just kind of went across the map on my horse like an old Western wanderer.
Red Dead Redemption 2 players find strange spiderweb mystery 7 years after launch. Rockstar's open world blockbuster seemed to be hiding at least one more mysterious puzzle for players to solve. This one's by Zach Sweeney. 2018's Red Dead Redemption 2 was a very big game. Rockstar's open world cowboy simulator is also chock-a-block with secrets and mysteries. And somehow, after nearly a decade, players have stumbled upon a whole new one, solving mysterious spiderwebs, feathers, and guitars. As expertly documented by Red Dead YouTuber Strange Man in late December, Red Dead Redemption 2 players discovered a strange spider glyph on a telegraph pole. Above the pole, players spotted a spider web that only appears between the in-game hours of 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. On the web are some feathers, which can be shot off. Things got more interesting when players took to the glyph below the secret web and overlaid it onto Red Dead Redemption 2's map. This led them to more hidden spider webs on telegraph poles. And at the center of all this is a large spider web hidden inside a tree, which seems to contain a message pointing players to a utility pole that hides a new clue pointing to more poles that seem to be connected to acoustic guitars found at a military fort. People have spent years and years digging through Red Dead Redemption 2 and all its mysteries and secrets. Yet, despite all those mystery hunters leaving no stone unturned, it seems there's at least one more secret left unsolved in Rockstar's massive open world Western, with all of this apparently hiding in the game undocumented by players for the better part of a decade. Might all of this also be connected to an obscure mystery in GTA 5 involving spiderwebs? For now, investigators trying to piece it all together are stuck at Fort Wallace, where two guitars can be found that many believe are part of the next step in the mystery, but which nobody has cracked yet. There are some theories, some of which are very wild and hard to believe, but then again, it sure seems like players have found a 7-year-old secret in Red Dead Redemption 2 involving disappearing spiderwebs and glyphs hidden behind the breakable wood of random telegraph poles. So at this point, pretty open, because the reality is plenty weird. If you want to possibly help solve this new mystery before GTA 6 arrives later this year, head on over to Fort Wallace and see what you can find.
Man, it's crazy how in-depth that game is to still have some mystery and secrets buried within. I saw that earlier. I thought that was really cool, but there's no. I'm always on the back.
Goes nowhere right now. I guess I don't know what I guess they're trying to figure out the next dealio.
I think that's what it is, man. There's people that really dig in depth in these games. I take them at a surface level, and I've talked about that. I actually mentioned that to my wife this weekend. I think it's why I can't get into really detailed movies. We've talked about this, Star Wars, things like that, because there's just so much into it. I don't want to devote that much time into characters.
I think it's kind of like that. I think it's kind of a dynamic to where you want to fucking chill and kind of maybe just entertainment to me is not trying to figure out a fucking puzzle within a movie, you know? I just want to watch something that makes me feel good. I can chill. I don't have to do thinking.
That's exactly it. And I respect those that do, man. I expect the immersion they want to go through. I saw this when someone was explaining the story of Red Dead 2 and the whole background and biographies of all the characters. I'm like, man, I know what the characters look like, but damn, I missed all of that shit when I was playing. Dude, I want to fucking do the mission and move the hell on. But that being said, I can respect that because I know GTA 5 apparently still has some mysteries within. It's a huge map, and they have some things about reptilians or aliens that people have never figured out. I think that's cool, man. Like I said, kudos to those people. Live how you want to live, baby. If you want to live a life where you're immersed into a game, especially one like RDR2, I get it. It's just not for me. But when you guys do find it, then I'm going to go hop on board and check it out after I know what the fuck to do. I'm not going to be the guy trying to figure it out, though. Hell no.
Oh, man, I'd like to take a look at this guy who's trying to figure out. I mean, he don't got no pussy.
No. He ain't got no naked booty time cologne.
No naked booty time. No naked booty time for you.
He ain't getting no naked booty time. Holly.
All right. Well. Viral 6'7" tops 2025 list of overused words and phrases. Has this phased out any, man? I know you kind of, you're there with the teens and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was, it popped for a minute.
Are they done with this shit yet?
God, I hope so. It's pretty stupid.
Good Lord.
It's pretty stupid.
This one's by Corey Williams. Respondents to an annual Michigan College survey of overused, misused words, phrases say 6'7" is, quote, cooked and should come to a massive full stop heading into the new year. And I agree. Those are among the top 10 words from the 50th annual banished words list released Thursday by Lake Superior State University. The tongue-in-cheek roundup of overused slang started in 1976 as a New Year's Eve party idea and is affectionately called the list of Queen's English for misuse, overuse, and general uselessness. Around 1,400 submissions came from all 50 states and a number of countries outside the U.S., including Uzbekistan, Brazil, and Japan, according to Lake Superior State. Also in the top 10 are demure, incentivize, perfect, gifted, my bad, and reach out. My Bad and Reach Out also made the list decades ago in 1998 and 1994, respectively. Quote, the list definitely represents the fad and vernacular trends of the younger generation, said David Travis, Lake Superior State University president. Social media allows a greater opportunity to misunderstand or misuse words, or using terms that are shared through texting primarily or through posting with no body language or tone context. It's very easy to misunderstand these words. Few phrases in 2025 befuddled parents, teachers, and others over the age of, say, 40, more than 6'7". Dictionary.com even picked it as their 2025 word of the year, while other dictionaries chose words like slop and rage bait. Slop! But what does 6'7" actually mean? It exploded over the summer, especially among Gen Z, and is considered by many to be nonsensical in meaning and inside joke driven by social media. Don't worry, because we're all still trying to figure out exactly what it means. Each number can be spoken aloud as 6'7". They even combine as number 6'7". College basketball games, some fat explodes when the team reaches the point total. The placement of 6'7" at the top of the banished list puts it in good company. In 2019, the centuries-old Latin phrase quid pro quo was the top requested phrase to ban from popular use. In 2017, fake news got the most votes. Elena Bobbitt. Ooh. Wait a Bobbitt. That's bringing back memories. Ooh.
Yeah, wow.
Whoa. A 19-year-old sophomore. I wonder if she's related.
Yeah. Lorena Bobbitt.
I had to do some research. A 19-year-old sophomore at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor is unapologetic about using 6'7". I find joy in it, Bob had said. It's a little silly, but even though I don't understand what it means, it's fun to use. Jalen Brezel says a small group of his friends use 6-7 and that it comes up a couple of times each week, but he won't utter it. Never, I really don't get the joke, said Brezel, a 19-year-old sophomore at the University of Michigan Dearborn. I don't see what's funny about it. But banning it even in jest might be a bit of a stretch, he said, adding that he does use other words and phrases on the list. I've always used the word cooked. I just think it got over popular on the internet this year. It's like saying, give it up, it's over. All right. Some of the phrases do have longevity, Travis said. I don't think they'll ever go away, like at the end of the day. He said, I use my bad today. I feel comfortable using it. Anyway, pretty much he says next year he think it'll be gone.
Maybe.
I hope so. It's pretty stupid, even though I know the origins. I mean, I'm not sure still how it went viral, though. What was the catalyst, actually?
I think it's one of those things that just caught on with kids because my youngest in kindergarten just heard it from school. I think kids just liked it because it was easy. Probably some YouTube shorts or something that they watch. It's like the rumors back in the day before we had social media. I think it just was wildfire. Remember the Marilyn Manson rib?
Oh, yeah.
Shit like that. It just spread, man. I don't know what it is. There's some things that just catch on, and I think people want to tell them or repeat it. So partly because they think it's cool and they want to fit in. And I guess that's the only reason. I don't think that's partly. I think that's it. I think it's just, oh man, everybody else is saying it. Let's all say this shit. Some things just sound good to tell to kids.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
I don't know. I mean, you just don't know what viral video is going to pop off with it.
Hell no.
Or,
like Hot Tua.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was stupid as hell. But I mean, she blew up quicker than anybody I'd ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I don't know what she's doing now. I think I heard she's got an OnlyFans now. So that's right at the end of her career.
Yeah, I mean, she should have struck that while the iron was hot, man. If you're gonna do that and go that route, she could have done that the next night and probably made
a lot.
Yeah. Now I think people are like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we kind of had it with her ass. She had that crypto scandal, and which I don't think she really even knew what the fuck was going on. I think some guys talked her into that shit. So.
I guarantee that. I feel bad for her on that. I think she got probably fucked on that. Figuratively, not literally. They probably talked her into using her name. They put her behind it and she got screwed on it. But that's it, man. Yeah, I think if you're going to do that, which to me, it's such a weird thing, man, that girls just, I hate saying girls. I'm not painting with a broad brush, but, why do, I mean, obviously the only reason is, to make money. But when you've looked at OnlyFans, from what I understand, man, I'm not even that type of guy. I've never been like a huge porn guy or subscription guy, but most people, right, they're like selling their subscriptions for like $5.99, $9.99 a month. And there was an interesting stat I saw. Maybe it was on Vice. I can't remember. Maybe it was something. But most of the women on there only make like, I think it's like 95% only make like $300 a year from there. So you got a couple of pervs you're sending dirty pictures to basically for $10, man. And dude, not even like, oh, here's a titty picture, give me $10, dude. They're doing like dirty shit, I guess. The hell.
Yeah, it's only the top tippy top that really make any money.
Yeah, that's weird, man. You're selling your soul.
Yeah, that's a lot are gonna find out that that's not gonna. They would bet it's some girls already regret doing that dumb shit. That's stupid. So
yeah, it's the internet, man. It's forever. I mean, it's going to be forever on there. Your kids will, if you decide to have kids one day, they're going to obviously see that shit. And I believe, man, in complete independence and however you want to do it, but it's not it will haunt you. I think most of them probably will end up regretting it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, baby.
Oh. Man, I think it's about time for a break. Then we got trivia on the other side, NFL playoff picks, college playoff picks as well. We'll be going over, and of course, more shit talking, my friends. So go ahead and grab a water, maybe take a pee, and we'll be back with you.
Let's do it.
What was for dinner tonight, Wiggy?
You'll never guess. It was rice, ground beef, and a sprinkle of cheese on top.
Okay. White rice, brown rice?
White rice. Simple.
All right. So what's the difference? Like, is white better? Brown not good? Brown better? White not good.
You know, people have debated that for years, and there was a brown rice craze. Oh, brown's better, and then people have gone back to rice. Rice, if white rice, if I remember my nutrients correctly, is actually lower calories. But I think brown rice is just the rice with the husk on it still.
Hmm.
I don't think there's much of a. I'll say this between rice. I mean, if you're going to go get jasmine rice, brown, white, I'd say go with the one you like best. I don't think there's enough difference in calories or nutrition you're getting from one or the other. Not that I've seen. It might be minute, but I love jasmine rice too. I think that's one of the best. It's a little sticky and good, but no, I don't think there's much of a difference at all. Also, depends on how you season them. I've done this before. We've mentioned on this show, and I actually wanted to bring that up. But yeah, I'll usually put bone broth in mine, let it soak in instead of water, and sometimes I'll do half water, half bone broth. Just depends on what we have, because bone broth, man, it's expensive and it doesn't go
Oh,
very
God,
far.
it's expensive.
It's
I want to ask
expensive.
you this. Do you use a rice cooker or do you just do it in the pot?
Hey, Merry Christmas! I actually got one from my wife as a present. So
Nice. I was looking into those, but I don't know.
yeah, it's awesome because you can go ahead and make the rice. It makes about 4 cups, 4 big cups, maybe a little more. Make them on Monday. You can eat rice. I know people say, "Well, you're not supposed to reheat rice." That you can absolutely put rice in your refrigerator and reheat it. It's 100% fine. It's not fine to leave rice out on your counter and then reheat it the next day. That's there's if you go and look at it, apparently some dude years ago ate Chinese food that he left out on his counter and he reheated it the next day. Or I don't even think he reheated it. I think he ate it and the rice had some type of bacteria growing
Oh,
on it.
yeah. Killed
Yeah,
his ass?
killed his ass. But dude, that's anything. Like, you
Yeah.
can't really leave something that's soaked with water, and you're probably fine. Many people have probably done that, but the one time it doesn't. But yeah, you can store rice for a couple of days. It'll be absolutely fine in your fridge and reheat it. That said, I like it. It's awesome. Cool little gimmick, man. Put your water in there, your spices, whatever. Put your rice in there, and 20 minutes later, you got a pretty good rice bowl. So it goes pretty far. What'd you have for dinner?
I actually had so got a big bowl, cooked up pound of sliced up ribeye, which is the Philly steak bowl.
Yum.
The cool thing about the pig, man, they've got these little sliced up, like Philly steak things.
Yeah.
It's like, man, the whole thing's like 78 grams of protein for one of those. And so I put one of those, cooked up one of those, just salt and pepper. And then I cooked up some bone broth, egg drop soup, 2 eggs, 2 egg yolks,
Hell
a
yeah.
little salt and pepper, and some parsley. And just put it in there. Man, that shit is pretty filling, my bro. I didn't even finish it all.
Damn.
That shit's good, man.
Yeah, we need to get down on a steak night soon. Either go out or just grab a couple of cuts and grill them over here. Get LD to grill them up.
Yeah, the grill master. Maybe next time I have to put some rice in there. I've kind of been trying to avoid carbs and shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've looked at that. I finished a 4-week workout program. I just started a new 6-week, and the guy, Dr. Jim Stepani, he has a health guide that kind of goes with this program. It's pretty good. He talks about rotating your carb days, and I've seen other people do it too. It's not unique to him. Having a high carb day, a low carb day, and then a kind of a medium carb day. I tend to do that. I'm trying to just cut back on eating altogether. I'm honest with myself, man. I would love to say I'm an active guy, and I think I do active things, but I don't think I have an active lifestyle. And before you say, well, you might, dude, most of my work is sitting on my desk, and I try to move during the day, get on the treadmill a little bit. But dude, I'm not out there like manual labor or moving all day and shit like that. So I'm sitting a lot, and then I go push myself because you kind of have to. But I feel like the calories they recommend for my size and for even cutting is a little higher because I don't think I'm burning it much working at home, sitting at my desk all day.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think, but I've said this before, I don't think carbs are necessarily bad. I think it depends on what type of carbs you have. Rice, I think, is fantastic. Any type of potatoes is probably pretty good. Fruits are good as well. Fructose is not too bad for you. I don't think you can go wrong with any of those. But yeah, the bad carbs. Bread, I think that's kind of an asterisk.
Speaking of bread, not meaning to interrupt you, but
No,
before I forget, man, have you seen those bread machines? I saw one in my doom scrolling this past weekend where it didn't look too bad because it was just what you need to put in there, bread and on the grocery. We've talked about all that bullshit they put in there, but I was looking at that bread machine, this guy, and it was only like, the basic ingredients and it makes bread. It didn't look too bad. Have you ever messed with one of those bread machines?
It's funny you say that. I haven't, but I saw the same thing, man, and that damn thing is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it did look cool.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of that. So, no, I haven't tried it, but I'd love to make some like homemade bread. You know what you're getting, man. Again, I don't think grains are necessarily bad. I think how the whole bakery and baking industry is distorted when you add all that shit to preserve it to maximize profits. That's what's bad. So no, that would actually be cool, man. I think a bread machine would be pretty damn awesome.
Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and get in some trivia. All right, baby. I'm going to start out with a sports question for Jay Wiggy. Y'all know how this works. We got 4 sets of 6 questions. Starting out with number 1. What current NFL head coach had more rushing yards in a season than Bo Jackson?
Ooh.
Which current NFL head coach had more rushing yards in a season than Bo Jackson?
God, I know so little about the NFL. Current head coach. I'm gonna say Pete Carroll.
Hold on. Let me give you another hint. It was a quarterback.
Oh,
I'll give you that. There's a quarterback.
God,
in the league.
I can't even.
And now they're an NFL head coach currently.
Man, I'm blanking. I don't know my head coaches, my NFL head coaches.
Take a guess, random guess.
I don't have one. The only one that I know besides Mike, let's see, Mike Tomlin. What's his name? D'Amico Ryans is a linebacker. Pete Carroll. I'm thinking out loud. Nah, I don't want to waste my time with this one. I don't know.
All right. Jim Harbaugh.
Oh man, I would have never guessed. I always forget about Jim.
Yeah, man, he was a tough bastard back then. I think he played for the Colts.
God, that's a good question though. Damn, that's a good question.
That was a good question. It's not even on the thing. I had that I was on a fucking ESPN fucking thing that I looked at, and I was like, that would be a good trivia question.
No,
all right.
Right.
What literary work inspired Neutral Milk Hotel's Holland 1945 song? Neutral Milk Hotel, they suck ass. I would never know this fucking question. Oh, damn. You know what? There's an off chance you could get this if I give you a hint.
It's a book about exposing the industry, right? There was
no. I would think of the classics.
That's what I'm thinking. I think there was
the tragedy. One of the classic tragedies, I guess.
God, it's like fuck. Honestly,
you'll know what it, man. You'll be like, damn, once I tell you the answer to this shit. I
know it, man. Say it.
The Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh man, I'm thinking that not the right shit.
Neutral Milk Hotel's a fucking terrible band. If you ever get the chance, check them out on YouTube. They're absolutely horrible. All right. What vegetable secretes a psychotropic fluid called lactucarium? What vegetable secretes a psychotropic fluid called lactucarium?
Man, that is like.
Oh man, this is pretty. Yeah.
Fuck. You know vegetable. What? A vegetable. God damn it. I'm gonna say asparagus.
That would be lettuce.
Fuck lettuce.
Fucking lettuce.
It makes me so mad.
Who
adds nothing to anything.
It depends. I'm not a big salad guy, but burger wrap, those are kind of cool. And if you ever have chicken larb, they got those iceberg lettuce wedges, man, that you scoop the meat. Oh, it's kind of good actually. It's crispy, crunchy, and then you got your fucking seasoned ground chicken. It's amazing actually. All All right. Who won an Oscar for his role in the movie Ray?
Who won an Oscar for his Jamie Foxx?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
What Spanish explorer became the first governor of Puerto Rico in 1508?
Man, I only know one Spanish explorer off the top of my head. I'm going to say De Soto. Whoa.
Juan Ponce de Leon.
Oh, I should have said him. I remember we had a buddy that lived in Ponce de Leon, Flodon.
Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon.
Shit. I'm getting my Spanish explorers wrong.
Yo. What? I don't know. I'm not going to do that. What is the capital of Turkey?
Capital of Turkey. God damn it. Seems like I should know this. Capital of Turkey. I had a buddy that went over there. He flew into, God damn it, Turkey. Man, I feel like a dumbass. God damn it. There's Ankara. Okay.
All right. Ankara.
That was the military buddy. He went to Turkey.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
he flew into, so it took a second.
True that.
But do ya?
All right. That is set one. What actress wrote the autobiography Call Me Anna? What actress wrote the autobiography Call Me Anna?
Call Me Anna.
Think old sitcom actress.
Old sitcom actress. Call Me Anna. God damn.
But it ain't Anna. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to be the answer.
I don't know, man. I'm going to say Eva Gabor.
Patty Duke.
Patty enjoys a minuet.
All right. What kind of scientist was Luther Burbank? I don't even know who that is.
Man, I don't know who the fuck that is either. I'm going to say a social scientist.
A botanist. All right. What was the name of the Today Show's chimpanzee mascot? Ooh.
I'm going to say chimp. Ooh, Raphael.
J. Fred Muggs. All right. Aristotle tutored which person who would go on to conquer the most of the then known world? Aristotle tutored which person who would then go on to conquer most of the then known world?
Aristotle tutored. There was two. Say it one more time.
Aristotle tutored which person who would go on to conquer most of the then known world?
I want to say it's Alexander the Great.
All right.
I remember it. I was thinking having Aristotle didn't make sense for a Genghis Khan, but Alexander the Great, I think it's Tombstone. Tombstone aficionado said a grave. What does it say? A grave has to suffice for this man because the world was not enough. Kind of badass. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck if I know. I know there was a movie about that shit with that Colin fool. What was his name?
Colin Farrell?
Colin Farrell, yeah.
No.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, hello. All right. When measured from its underwater base, what is the tallest mountain? When measured from its underwater base, what is the tallest mountain?
God, it seems like I've heard this before. I don't think it's what the hell is that called? Vesuvian or some shit?
Vesuvius?
No. No.
That's like a volcano, is it not?
Yeah, a Krakatoa, God damn it. The name escapes me. Underwater base. It's I've heard it, and when you say it, I'll remember. I think, but I don't know.
Mauna Kea.
Sounds like some Star Tropics sites you could visit.
The port city of Sheboygan is located in which U.S. state?
Wisconsin.
Oh, shout out LD.
Shout out. You had that one on standby just for LD.
Actually, it's in the fucking thing.
Ah, damn, man. The universe is
I
giving
wish
us
I
a
would have
little-
thought of that. That would have been cool, but it's like it's actually a question that time.
Yeah. I like when the universe gives us a nod.
Ba-dow. That's set 2, folks. On set 3. What comic strip character is Beetle Bailey's sister? What comic strip character is Beetle Bailey's sister?
What comic book character is Beetle Bailey's sister? Damn, I used to like Beetle Bailey. He was that little military bastard, right?
Yeah.
He has a sister somewhere? God. I'm gonna. This is a complete guess. If it's a different comic, right? Or is it within the Beetle Bailey?
Comic strip character? I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Blondie. Eh.
Lois.
Huh. Well, who the fuck that is?
In what organ of the human body would you find Bowman's capsules? In what organ of the human body would you find Bowman's capsules?
Capsules. Organ in the human body. Would you find Bowman's capsules? Organ. I'm gonna say your lungs. Oof.
That'd be your kidneys.
Tough crowd.
What film starred Michael Caine and Angie Dickinson? What film starred Michael Caine and Angie Dickinson?
God. I genuinely don't know. I don't know anything about Angie Dickinson besides Corrado Soprano on the hit show The Sopranos wanted to fuck her. I don't know.
Dressed to Kill.
Dressed to Kill.
All right. In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon oil spill polluted the waters of what body of water? In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon oil spill polluted the waters of what body of water?
Is that the Gulf of Mexico?
All right. Which animal symbolizes good luck in Europe?
Animal
And
symbolizes.
it's not really an animal, it's more of an insect.
I'm gonna say a grasshopper. Oh,
Be a ladybug.
ladybug.
The Galapagos Islands are part of which country?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Chile.
Ecuador.
Ooh,
Ecuador.
you know, I think Roger Harry has been there, or maybe he went to Easter Island.
Roger Harry cutting hair in Ecuador. All right. That was set 3. Now, on the last set, who was the oldest person in the Bible said to have lived 969 years? Who's the oldest person in the Bible that said to have lived 969 years?
Was it Methuselah?
Oh, yeah, baby. All right. What are female elephants called?
Not even gonna say it. I got a fun joke. What are female elephants called? I'm gonna say a dame.
Cows.
Oh man, I seemed like I should have got that. I'm disappointed in myself.
Right. Diane Belmont was the stage name of which famous actress? Diane Belmont was the stage name of which famous actress? It's one of those stupid old sitcoms that suck. She was the star.
Angela Lansbury.
I mean, Lucille Ball.
Oh, really? That was her
Ball. Yeah, I have a Lucy.
name? God, man, I didn't.
Should have sucked ass.
Yeah, my mom liked that shit back in the day.
All right. Which Native American tribe took part in the first Thanksgiving feast?
Ooh, God, man, I feel like I'm gonna have Hardly any good answers tonight. I'm gonna say the Arawaks.
The Wampanoag. Wampanoag.
Man,
Yo.
thought I knew my history, but damn.
Often worn by young girls, Mary Janes are what type of fashion item? Often worn by young girls, Mary Janes are what type of fashion item?
Mary Jane's. Fuck, I don't. A jumpsuit? Yeah, girls think jumpsuits.
Shoes.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard them say that shit before. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Okay, I don't want to be. Misery needs company over here.
I definitely did not know that. What U.S. city is nicknamed the birthplace of the nation? What U.S. city is nicknamed the birthplace of the nation?
Philadelphia?
Oh, right. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, Go ahead and get a bonus question in.
Oh, I need it.
Well,
I need to get it right.
What did the Lady of the Lake give King Arthur? What did the Lady of the Lake give King Arthur?
Excalibur?
All right.
Hey!
What a be?
Not as dumb as everybody's accused of being.
Trivia time. Well, trivia's over, but that was fun. All right. Baby.
That was good.
That was good.
I learned a lot.
Oh, yeah. Looks like the foe. Montana State pulled it out in OT, 35-34 in the FCS championship.
Who's that? Montana State Grizzlies?
Looks like some kind of Wildcat or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, damn,
There
boy.
we go. Good deal.
Let's go ahead and get to the motherfucking playoff picks then, or I guess the rest of them. That would be Oregon and Indiana, and then Ole Miss and MIA. Did we already go over last week?
We did not. We got yeah, I mean briefly. Last week on the college picks, you and I both were 1 for 4, if you can believe that. And then Wes was 0 for 4 on college picks. On the pro picks, man, you and I were exact tied on picks and over-unders. That's insane. 9 for 16 for both of us. And then out of the 9 we were both 5 for 9 on over-under. And Wes wasn't too bad. 7 out of 16 on the picks. 2 for 7 on the over-under. So, yeah, let's go to the college picks. Who is the matchups? Is it Ole Miss and Indiana and Oregon and Miami, or am I backwards?
It's the other way. Oregon and Indiana and Miami and Ole Miss.
I gotcha. Who do you have on Oregon and Indiana?
I got Indiana on that.
Yeah, I think they look good, man. Indiana's already won 1, so I got Indy. All right, so on Ole Miss and Miami, I'm gonna go the Rebels against them.
I'll go Miami.
Okay, fair enough. Who's Wes got on both of them?
I got Oregon and Miami, yeah.
All right, cool enough. Where are we at with pros? Are we in the playoffs now?
I think we'll be in wild card. Wild card weekend, baby. Let me get on. Get on.
Hut 1, hut 2.
All right. Yeah. So wild card weekend. Then next is divisional round. After that will be the conference champions, Pro Bowl, and the Super Bowl after that.
Sweet.
So going to go ahead and start with LA Rams at Carolina. LA -10, over under 46.5.
Oh man, I got a nagging feeling about Carolina. I'm gonna go Carolina. I'm gonna go under though.
I'm gonna go LA under.
Carolina over, yeah.
And NFC, Green Bay at Chicago. Chicago minus 1.5. Over under 45.5.
I like Chi-Town over.
Give me Chi-Town under.
And Green Bay over.
All right. We got the Sunday slate. Buffalo at Jacksonville. Buffalo minus 1.5. Over under 51.5.
I hate saying it. I'm going to go Jacksonville, and I'm going to go over.
Give me Buffalo over.
Give me Jacksonville under. Duval.
All right. San Francisco at Philadelphia. Philly minus 4.5. Over under 44.5.
I'm going to go Philly under.
Give me Philly over.
San Fran under.
All right, we got Los Angeles Chargers at New England. New England minus 3.5. Over under 46.5.
I like the Chargers. I like the under.
Give me Chargers under.
Give me New England. New England over.
All right. And for the Monday night AFC wild card, Houston at Pittsburgh. Line, Houston minus 3. Over under 39.5.
39.5. I'm going to go Pitt. I'm going to go over.
Give me Houston over.
Give me Pittsburgh under.
All right. M is the picks, baby.
Sheesh. Dwindling
Last-
down.
I know. Man. When does UFL start?
You know what? You were reading my mind. I just looked it up. It looks like the confirmed season will kick off Friday, March 27th, 2026. Let's see what Birmingham was lucky that they didn't move the Stallions, so we actually need to get to some games this year. Do our best to support them because last year I think my wife and I went to one and it was busy. It was busier than I thought it would be, but it wasn't crazy. But the scheduling was so terrible. They did some on like Mother's Day, things like that. Like, dude, this is the South. People aren't gonna come to watch the Stallions on an 11 o'clock game on Mother's Day.
Right.
Yeah, let's take a look at what their home schedule looks like this year and what their UFL Birmingham Stallions. All right, let me click on it again. You got AJ McCarron as the head coach too, man. I think that makes it a little more. People are going to want to go see that. Let's see. All right, man. They do everything on their damn website, but tell you when they're fucking playing. All right,
Schedule even?
Yeah, let's see. Season tickets. We're not doing all that shit. Buy tickets. It says 2025 home games. Yeah, maybe they don't have a schedule finalized yet. That would seem really fucking stupid not to, but come on, they have to. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. 2027, 26 UFL season. Oh man. What a clusterfuck. Okay, here's where they're playing at. Blah blah blah. Player schedule. Sorry, man, I can't even find this shit. Capacity.
What if they?
You know, I've heard them talk about moving to the Hoover Med. I'm kind of indifferent on that. What do you think?
I don't know. Where'd you hear that from?
It's been speculation. I'm in a Stallions group on Facebook, and a lot of the people on there have pitched that because they think it would be, one, more cost effective. I don't know how that works in the stadium rentals and shit, but two, they think it would make the audience look a hell of a lot better. Because it's not such a massive stadium, which, I mean, Protective's not a massive. That's what, 48, 50,000 people, something like that. So, all right. Well, I don't see the actual schedule. Let me see. I'm gonna look one more place. I'll tell you one thing though. It'd be nice if you actually got a good group and you could actually get a box. That was fun. I went with the accountant a couple of times. His company had box seats, and man, dude, if you get a box, that's a game changer. You're having fun. You're not actually just sitting out there and stuff. All right. Yeah, everything is still saying to be announced. So they have not finalized any schedules yet. But apparently, the first game they're playing is supposed to be the DC Defenders in Birmingham. So I imagine that'll be at the end of March. So we got a little over 2 months before we get any more football back post Super Bowl and post national championship. We'll go to some. We'll report. We'll make some videos. We got videos making. We got to do as well.
Oh yeah, baby. What
What do you got going on this week? What's happening?
Going out to Stoles, man. They're putting us in some targets now. So
Oh yeah, you said that.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do on a visit though. They haven't given us any kind of fucking anything. So I guess I'll just go in there and hang out for a minute. And
Just kick it.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. What about you, man? Are you ready for more insurance?
It's gonna be weird. Last week was a 3.5 day work week. The week before that was 2.5 day work week. Week before that, I was off of work. Then I had, I think, 2 weeks that I worked regular. Before that, it was a 3-day work week. And before that, it was a 3-day work week. So I haven't actually had a full slate of 5-day work weeks upon me, a full month of actual work since really October of last year. Actually, I take that back. We had vacation in October. A full month where I don't have any PTO or holidays planned. I guess technically we have one holiday this month, MLK Day.
Do y'all get that off?
We get it off. We get that Monday off. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. Since actually October, September of last year, I have that was I think the last full month where I've actually worked every single day. And this month, again, besides one day for trip, it looks like I'll be busy.
Bada boom.
Yeah, we got to do that, man. So we've got group trip to plan for later in the season. We've got some local adventures we got to start planning for. And yeah, I'm ready for 2026, brother.
2026. Man, did you try any more of that Willie's?
Oh, you know what? I will give you an update on that, man. That gave me the best sleep that I ever had.
Okay.
We took it a shot before bed the other night. And I think this was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday because we watched Stranger Things. We're trying to do the finale of Stranger Things. And man, we both had a good, healthy... Man, woo! Hell yeah. I appreciate that. Dude,
really? All right, cool.
It got me feeling more chill than anything. Like, just good. Lightweight. Man, I was like there, for a second, I was like, all right, I feel pretty good. And then I was like, damn, here we go. All right. Feeling pretty straight. I'm a lightweight when it comes to like some THC, but man, when we finally went to sleep, dude, I slept deep. It actually on my Whoop app told me like I was like out the whole night, but I had good dreams, like calm, chill. So I loved it, man. I appreciate that more than you know.
Yeah, lightweight, baby.
Yeah, I like being a lightweight on stuff like that, man. People, it's like drinking, man. Why do you drink a ton, spend a ton of money to get a buzz if you can catch it with a couple of drinks? But yeah, still on my dry January for alcohol. But that THC, I'm cool with that.
Parillo.
How'd you find that? Did you have some before?
How did I find that? I might have just saw an ad somewhere. Maybe they don't have that one anymore. Only they actually have the one that's 5 now. I don't know what happened to the high dose, but I mean, they still got the lower dose. I don't know. I'll try to get a couple of bottles because I didn't know what was going on with all those fucking marijuana laws and everything. So I was like, well, let me get a couple of bottles, and I was like, yeah, I'll give one to Wig and keep this one, and then I'll see what happens with all that. But they took off the high dose stuff, and they still have the regular white label. That's like 5 milligrams instead of 10, I think.
Sure.
Still good. So I don't know. I'll
tastes
pick up
good too, man.
It does taste pretty good, man. Like you could put that on some ice with some club soda, man. Sip on it. Pretty like citrus, Spritey kind of drink, maybe.
That's a good idea, man.
Refreshing.
We did that. Yeah, that was Saturday, and had it. And man, I slept like a champ. Man, that was the first. I always say green sleep because my sleep is rated on my Whoop band from red, yellow to green. I don't get too much red unless I don't sleep a lot or if I drink a lot, which I'm trying to cut that back, man. Usually get yellow, which is kind of like, yeah, you wake up and toss and turn to the night. But that was green sleep. That means basically you're out. Good deep sleep. So hell yeah, credit to yourself and credit to Willie's remedy.
Willie, 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 Will. Willie, Willie, Willie. Oh. Well, good, man. Glad y'all enjoyed that. So, man, we got another week upon us, folks. Another week. Another week. Well, been a good show. Like I said, Happy New Year to everyone out there, man. Glad to be back with you guys in the year 2026. So, hope everyone has a great week and weekend out there. Gonna wind it on down tonight. What do you got to say to the folks, Jay Wiggy, before we get out of here? Any final thoughts and or quotation? Wiggy. Shit, we might have lost Wiggy. Wiggy's been having technical difficulties. All right. Hello. All right, his mic fucked up, y'all. Check out the old episodes. Click on the old ones, and man, this is some funny shit. Those old episodes. Wish Criggy, what about you?
Come on. I hope everybody has a pretty good New Year. Yeah, I had a great one. Me and Baby rang in the New Year. You know what it is. Hollywood. And, Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Yeah. Man, another year done. Like I said, everybody, check out the old episodes, subscribe, follow. Man, we love each and every one of you guys. Every Monday night, 9:30 in the Dirty. Tune in with us, me and Jay Wiggy and I, and Whisk Creever will be here. Your entertainment needs and talking shit and all kind of stuff. More stuff coming up in 2026, y'all. Stay tuned. Love you guys. Have a great week. Weekend. We'll see you here Monday.
Yeah.